What's up, guys? Your boy Neosynthesis here. Went to the Banesbridge Regional this weekend. Didn't really do the greatest. X3 drop. I made it 6 rounds, which is not bad. Probably the first regional I felt prepared for in a long time. It's a shame kind of how all my rounds went down. I won't get into that right now. Maybe that'll be in another video. But I just wanted to show you guys roughly what I played. There's some side deck changes, but I'll kind of talk about what I actually played this weekend and some changes that I would make to this deck going forward. So I played a really interesting deck. It's called Adamancipator Spright, and the end board is really to just basically scythe lock your opponent and also get Herald of Arclight on board, which is like an FTK versus tier. So yeah, we're just trying to metagame versus tier. I didn't really play. I played some tier this event, but if I would have maybe rolled better from the beginning, I maybe had a chance to top just because of how good the deck is versus tier. Because they really can't play against that. The end board of Baron plus a Set Smashers plus a Herald of the Arclight, and they're under Scythe Lock. The game is usually over. Anyway, I'll get into the card by card. We played a pretty standard Spright engine, just triple blue, triple jet. And triple starter, just like, max out on your, go Spright names. And then for the, Spright breaks, obviously play Smashers, only 1 carrot and 1 red. We don't play Pixies at all in this build, or we didn't play Pixies at all at the event. There was one time where I played against Adagnister where I really wish that I had Pixies, but I ended up winning that much anyway, so arguably, Pixies didn't really matter that much. That's it for, the Spright bricks. We are still playing the Frogs, just because they are, good extenders, and they the Frogs really combo well with another piece in the deck that I'll show later on when we get into the Adamancipator stuff, which is the whole reason you play the deck in the first place. On to the Adamancipator stuff, the level 2 tuners you just max out, so 3 Seeker, 3 Researcher. Researcher's way better than Seeker, but Seeker's kind of just he's alright. As long as you hit off of one of these cards, you're probably full combo, and sometimes you don't even need to, depending on what kind of extenders your hand is. But this card being able to just kind of plop itself down additionally is really, really sick. And then as I'll show you further, getting these cards out and getting the cards to hit off of them is actually completely insane. So we have a 3 Guardian. This is for the actual hits off of the Seekers. And sorry they're in different sleeves. I'm not playing this build anymore because I have to give some cards back, but 3 Guardian. Guardian's pretty, alright. He's just, insulation versus hand traps because you're not making totally awesome very often in your combo. So it's nice to have this to be able to negate, a key hand trap. And it's just, the best one that we can play to hit off of our cards. Arguably, this could be Supplier. Maybe 2 Guardian, 1 Supplier, or 2 Supplier, 1 Guardian. I don't know. But this is, in my opinion, the best, non-level 2 to play. I played 3 Doki Doki. I feel like this is so obvious. Doki Doki pitch, Doki Doki get Researcher, or Doki Doki pitch, Doki Doki get Seeker. It's really, really sick. And then I feel like everybody knows what Doki Doki does. Just summons another level of the same, a rock of the same level from the deck. And then this card's the whole reason you play the deck. So we're just gonna call him the Gem of the Seafront. He's got 2 effects. The first effect is that you can discard him and you get an additional normal summon of a water or an earth, and that's really, really good, obviously, because it can unbrick your hands, get you extra level 2s on the board. And then in the graveyard, if you control an earth and a water, you can actually just special summon him out kind of for free, like Global Hedgehog. He's banished when he leaves the field, but that's just a lot of extra bodies that you get on the board for free. So he's just insane. He's the best card in the entire deck. And then we played 2 monster breaks. So you have to play Hopier Squadron and Artifact Scythe. Unfortunately, these cards are pretty self-explanatory. We're trying to Scythe lock people, and we're trying to make Herald of the Arclight on their turn. And then for the board breaker section of the deck, I played triple Dark Ruler and triple Super Poly. These cards are just completely insane in this format, and just because people are building up these crazy boards, you can honestly win the game. A lot of the time you Dark Ruler, their standard Toad board, or you have Super Poly for a key moment versus Sword Soul, or even versus in the Spright Mirror, it's really good. It's less good versus a good tier player, but a lot of the times your average tier player will play in the Super Poly pretty bad. We're only playing Garura, we're not playing Mud Dragon, but Mud Dragon never came up this format, or this event, and I would not put Mud Dragon in. And then we just play one, like, Sacked by the Grave, because, you know, it's pretty fun to just win games for free. One super play target, Garura, already talked about this, self-explanatory, it makes super play so good. For the Spright stuff, we're playing triple elf. Yeah, self-explanatory. I probably would cut down to 2 elf moving forward with this deck, because, like, you really don't need to grind, or you shouldn't need to grind. But I did make 3 elf during the event, but I think that was due to errors in my own deck list. I played 2 Gigantic Spright. I mean, that's pretty standard. I played 1 Toad. You probably cut Toad because you pretty much never make him. There's sometimes where you're saucing enough to, like, make the whole Smashers, Baron, Arc-Light combo and still have enough to make a Toad. And it's like, that's good enough, but you play into Super Polar that way, so it's kind of questionable to whether or not you want to do it. And then we played the Zeus package. So this is, like, something you could probably add as a downer. I only played the Sky Cav and the Zeus. There was one game where I did want the Zeus or the downer for, like, the second Zeus proc, but I just didn't have it. Going forward, I would definitely probably play the downer magician, just because the going second and versus trap decks, like, it just improves your outlook a lot. And we played Dark Gloomy. He's, like, the only Toolbox link that we played. We didn't play, like, Phoenix or Earl or anything, but because we have to make so much space for the combo pieces. So we play 1 Dagda, obviously 1 Hulk, and then the TG Wonder Magician, and then, like, your end board guys, the Baron and the Arc-Light. It's pretty much what your goal is every game, is to, like, just get this, and then get, obviously, you probably, and then like, during their main phase or whatever, as long as they don't Dark Ruler you, which the metagame calls that people are not on Dark Ruler, you can just go Hulk effect, banish it or whatever it does, and then Hulk effect, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 Dagda set, Scythe from your deck right here, and then you go Hulk Resolve, or yeah, Dagda Resolve, Chainlink 2, Hulk Resolve, Chainlink 1, TG Wonder Magician, pop Scythe effect, you know, goes to the grave, revives. They're under Scythe lock, and then on resolution, you can go TG Wonder Magician, fast effect, or quick effect or whatever, synchro summon into Baron, and it's, like, untargetable Baron because it's all, like, under Spright elf, and yeah, they're Scythe locked, so they probably can't win, and Baron is, like, going to be enough gas to basically just get you to the end of the game. Anyway, I'm not really going to show the side deck because it's kind of, I feel like it's too different than what it was the other day. I can't really remember what it was. I wish I had a copy of my deck list, but I just don't. Oh, and then the other thing you're going to be ending on a lot of the time, especially when you know you're going versus tier, is off of the Hulk summon, you summon Hoppier Squadron, and you bounce this back to your hand with Swap Frog, and then you can, on their turn, you can synchro into Herald of the Arclight, like macrocosmosing them. So that's, like, the other, your ideal end board is, like, the Baron thing I just showed you, plus this, plus a set Smashers, which is pretty feasible. I know it seems insane, but, like, that's why you play all the extenders. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the deck profile today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think this is going to be probably the last time I try this super hyper metagame Adamancipator Spright build, just because I think we're probably going to get a ban list in the next, you know, sometime. Maybe not, but hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.